So that has been a pretty cool experience. But I'm going through what you went through, I guess, when you first got out. It's since I'm getting exposed.
Yeah.
The people are beginning to call and or send.
Oh yeah.
I know who you are. You are a con man. Blah 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 blah.
Hey, this is Matt Cox, and I'm here with Juan Sanchez.
That's
and
correct. You heard it right.
Apparently, people want an update on what's going on with Juan. I have commented in the comment section many times that Juan currently sells used cars in Orlando.
It's
and
not like that.
When I
this
said
guy is
it,
such a bastard.
he got this look on his face like, you prick.
Like,
but I thought. I'm on Facebook. I see these ads that are like, "Hey, come on down. We got this." Or it's not, whatever you talk about, like whatever.
It's
you're
in Spanish, so he doesn't understand.
I don't
what
really
I'm saying.
know.
So he sees me standing with a bunch of cars, and he figures I'm like
He's
the
selling
spokesperson
cars.
of some kind of used dealership.
I don't know. And I've asked. All right, one time you were supposed to come. You said, "I can't, bro. I'm trying to get these guys. They're looking at a car. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm." And I was like, he must be selling used cars because he is so unresponsive to text messages.
Yeah, it's
And what's even worse is that moment that you want something, I'll get them all day long.
Yeah.
But the moment I'm like, hey, what's up with this? What's up with that? It's, bro, I'm with my girls.
That's true.
Bro, I'm like, yeah, I know exactly. You're with your girls. Watching a movie, walking through the mall, like, trust me, they're on their phones. Like, you can chat.
By
You're
my
at
girls, he
lunch.
means my daughters. I'm
His
not
daughters,
living like a
A
poly life.
A what life?
Polygamy.
Polygamy. Oh, so anyway, yeah. So a poly life. I've never
Poly
heard
life.
that.
Well, dude, you're 53. I still hang out with the kids.
Anyway,
Huh? I'm hip.
so what's going on with you? This is
Dude, it's been good. Life has been good. I cannot complain.
Yeah.
I'm teaching.
No, I heard that there's a shortage of used cars, and so like the prices are high.
The economy.
Yeah.
So to cover, first of all, let's cover all the myths from your viewers.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Because I'm sure a lot of people must have said like he either got deported, or
I've heard
he
deported.
went back to prison, or
I actually started that one.
or he finally came out of the closet. And
I don't think that was even up for debate.
Well, but it comes out every night. So, no, I didn't get deported. I didn't go back to prison. And I still haven't come out of the closet. So we're good on all those three. No, dude, life has been good. I've been teaching a lot.
Right.
And but it takes a long time to do the research and updating on what's going on with the system. So, and we're going to do another video on this. A lot of people out there are kind of like buffoons. They've been teaching all these things that are outdated and they don't work. So I had to go out and try things that work on the financial side, on the credit side, on the corporate side. And then I started my TikTok channel.
Right.
Is it TikTok channel? No, it's TikTok account.
Yeah.
Not a channel. I know.
I hate the whole. It's an Instagram page.
Correct.
It's such account.
So you have a YouTube account, a TikTok
and everything.
channel or whatever, or a YouTube
is,
channel, Instagram account, and then a page.
This is a short. No, this is a TikTok. No, this is a reel.
Correct.
This is a stop.
You have to post on your story, on your post, and on your reel.
I got a little video. I
Yeah.
got a baby video.
But it's been good. I got like 62,000 subscribers on TikTok, and I got like 6,000 on Instagram, and mostly helps. I know it's hard for me to tell you the good that I'm doing, because you're such a cynic. You don't believe on true change. You don't believe that my heart has changed. But like yesterday, I was passing out, and I can't believe I'm gonna say this to this guy.
Flyers.
I was passing out school supplies.
Oh, come on. A photo op. I see this as a photo op. So you get to be able to, you get the camera, and you'll post it. And look, I'm a good person. Look, I'm feeding the poor. And as soon as, did you get the picture? Yeah, get the fuck away.
Yeah, get that spoon out of your mouth.
Exactly.
The kid's like, this is cardboard. Yeah, of course. It's just a prop.
Give me that back.
No, I had 200 backpacks with school supplies in it. And
that I couldn't sell. So I had to give it to
I
poor
actually
kids.
did like a school supply drive for the kids of this is where you're gonna laugh, for the kids of single mothers. You would have done great there, Matt.
Oh my God.
I would have said, please keep driving. You'll meet Matt Cox. He's an expert on single moms. I should have brought you in. I should have brought you in. But yeah, so I did a drive for the kid. I'm the son of a single mom. So I did a drive for the kids of single mothers. And they went in there and they picked up some backpacks. And it was good. And no, there were no pictures taken. So.
Oh, I got to get some pictures.
Actually, there were some pictures taken. They're on my Instagram account.
You only said that. He only said that because he thought, oh, man, I can't say there's no pictures because people might find the pictures.
They are going to leak.
Let me go ahead and admit that there were pictures.
The paparazzi was there. And, dude, that's it. You know, I mean, it's just, I've been busy, man. I don't understand how people say that there is nothing to do. And there's a lot. There's a lot going on.
Nobody wants to work.
Nobody wants to work. So that photo, that thing on the car dealership is, since I'm teaching people how to build credit and how to start businesses with credit, that guy actually had a dealership that was very small. And he figured out how to get corporate loans. And so he was growing it. So I was telling people that they could go there and learn from him and they could actually buy a car from him and all that stuff.
Right.
So I have become a bit of a, what do you kids call it? An influencer? Is that what I am? I'm kind of like a Kardashian. But broke. I'm the broke Kardashian. I'm the Spanish Kardashian. You know.
Hey, thanks for watching the video. If you guys didn't know, I also do paintings, and if you're interested in a painting, I'm going to leave my contact information in the description beneath the video. Back to the video. But you have your license. You can drive.
And I got my work permit and my license.
Permit, right.
I still cannot use credit or own a corporation or...
Really?
Yeah, because on probation, you know, my crime was basically credit manipulation. So
how long till you're off probation?
It should be another 9 months.
Oh, man.
But I have had you know, you know how probation is. You have to. It's not that you are gonna do anything bad. Is you have to be extremely good.
Yeah.
Which is kind of abnormal.
Well, you have to. You here's the thing. It's like, to me, you have to be concerned about things that a normal person wouldn't. Like if some guy's like, hey, bro, let's go to dinner, whatever. Hey, can I drive? Or, hey, you want to come with me? It's, to me, one of my first thoughts is, this is the kind of guy that's got a concealed weapons permit. Like, you don't have anything on you. What? Like, I don't have any drugs on me. No, I don't do a drug. No, I mean, like, you don't have a gun.
Correct.
Or anything. Yeah, I do in my car. Okay, well, then let's take my car.
And
like,
then they'll tell you, like, no, but it's legal. I have a concealed weapon.
Yeah,
it's not you, bro.
It's not you. It's me.
Yeah.
It's when we get pulled over and you've got a weapon and now I'm being charged because it's I forget the term, where it's constructive possession. And, you know, granted, they may or may not do, like, they probably wouldn't do anything because they say, well, he has a concealed weapons permit, and he's going to go. Our fear is this guy will go to trial with you and say he never had possession of the gun. It's my gun. I've had the gun forever. But it doesn't matter. You're in a bad spot, or even worse, the castle law, where you're transferring, like the guy's like, oh, I keep it in my car. I don't have a concealed weapons permit, and maybe you get pulled over and they find the gun, and then suddenly that guy, for some reason he doesn't want to tell you, says that's not my gun, and you're like, wait a minute, that's your gun. It's your car. It's your gun. It's like, your officer was under his seat. Or that suddenly the cop shows up and, man, they're going to search the car. Don't say anything. Don't say anything about what? I got a gun in the car. What?
So you have to be overly, like my kids tell me that you are paranoid. Like I always tell people, my kids, don't tell people where I live. Don't tell people where I work. Don't tell people, just because I want to avoid.
Yeah.
And normal people are not like that.
No. You want to avoid problems.
Future problems. Yeah. That's correct.
It's funny because it can be as simple as, I requested the ability to travel. Like I'm traveling to do a podcast in New Jersey, but you land in Philadelphia. And so I noticed that the guy's address for the studio is in New Jersey, but the airport is in Philadelphia. And so, you know, the next thing you know, you're getting a phone call, or I'm getting a phone call that's like, you said New Jersey.
Correct.
Why are you landing
in Philadelphia?
Right. And it's like, oh, no, the airport's there. Well, how far away is that? Like, that doesn't quite, it's like, these are the little things that you have to be concerned about.
Like the other day I was traveling and I was gonna check into the hotel, and I guess they had an issue with my reservation, so they said, "Listen, we'll put you in another hotel." That is a violation right there. If I don't call and tell my probation officer, "Listen, I'm not staying in the hotel that I said. I'm staying in another hotel because they canceled my reservation."
I've had the exact same thing happen.
And
Same thing.
But I posted a video. I should send you that video. The first time I flew, dude, after 10 years without getting on a plane, I got on a plane to go to New York. And I missed the flight. I missed the flight because I'm with my daughter. So I go to the lounge and I'm hanging out with her and we're drinking and we're talking. And she goes, "Dad, I think we need to go to the gate." And I'm like, "The flight leaves in half an hour. The flight won't leave without us. We're on the manifest." So, because I'm thinking that's how it works. Because last time I flew, I was on the manifest and the flight did not leave without me.
The flight leaves after the second. Mr. Sanchez, oh, wait, he didn't come. Let's go.
So I'm like, I tell my daughter, I'm like, "Okay, it's 20 minutes. Let's go." So I get to the gate and the lady's like, "Sorry, the gate is closed."
Door's closed.
And I said, "But the flight is there." And she's like,
Doesn't matter.
"Yeah, but we close the moment everybody's boarded." And I said, "Well, but I wasn't on the plane."
Right.
And she goes, "Sorry." So I missed my flight. And I'm telling my kids, "You see, when I was in prison, the flight never left without me.
Never without you.
Never."
Yeah. They will hold that.
I said, "Yeah, listen, I'm going to take my time walking because I'm in chains, but you will not close that door without me."
The marshals are rude, but they will make sure you're in your seat.
Mm-hmm.
So
before that flight takes off.
No inmate left behind is there.
So
policy,
it was quite an experience to look at the perks and say, Con Air had better service than you people.
Yeah. Hey, I wanted to let you guys know that I have a Patreon account. If you're interested in joining the Patreon account, it's got 3 tiers. The top tier, you actually get a different con man painting every single month. If you're already joined and you're already supporting me, I really appreciate that. If you haven't joined yet and you're interested in joining, I'm going to leave the contact information for Patreon in the description. Thank you very much for watching the video. Back to the video. You want to hear something funny? I know somebody that the only time they've ever even been on a plane until just recently was when they were on Con Air. Con Air was the first time
that how's that for a first time experience? That has to be like,
rough. Because first of all, Con Air, other than the stewardesses just being overly aggressive.
Well, and the outfit.
Yeah.
You know.
And it's smelling bad and just being all around disgusting. And the other passengers just having a real attitude.
Let me stop you there. For those of you that don't know the outfits, they put you on a paper jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Just in case you have to go to the bathroom and it's like an emergency, you can just rip your jumpsuit and literally crap.
Yeah.
You know,
and there are guys,
beautiful.
Many guys have just peed in the seats.
Yeah.
Because they won't let you, it's a 2-hour flight. And we're not bringing you to the bathroom. Or you're going to go to the bathroom, but they do it in stages.
By rows.
Right.
Yeah.
So if they miss you, or if your row is 20 minutes away from being seen, then guess what? You're holding it for 20 minutes. If you've already been holding it for the past 2 hours waiting on the tarmac, and the 2 hours before that for the transport there. So now it's been 5 hours I've been trying to hold it. And so guess what? You're just done.
And I love how you're chained down here.
Yeah.
Where they give you a sandwich that you have to put together.
Yeah.
So you have to take the bread and the cheese and the bologna
and you have to eat it
like that, and then the bottle of water you put it on your mouth and you're like, ah.
Yeah.
So I was pretty pleased when the lady walked with the cart and she's like, you want some snacks or something? And I was like, can I take them from the bag to my mouth? My God, I don't know.
So the first time that Jess has been on a plane was Con Air.
That's amazing, though.
And we just went to New York. And so the whole time from New York, she sat next to the window. The whole time, we're the plane's starting to move and stuff, and you hear the zzz,
oh my God.
And she's just kind of what?
That happened to me too. I was like, oh my God. As soon as the plane took off, I'm like, And
then as the plane's going off and the landing gear goes up under, you hear the she immediately looked at it and goes, landing gear. And I'm like, hydraulic test. This, what I'm saying?
Was she asking you when can my row go pee?
Yeah.
When are they gonna start?
No, you never got up, did you? Never got up.
But did you ever fly Con Air?
And me? Yeah. Twice, of course.
In and out of 20 times, but they had the women on the front rows and the men on the back row.
30 rows of men.
30 rows of men
and like one
where,
row of
where
women.
first class is supposed to be.
Yeah.
That's the women's.
Yeah, and they're getting the
Oh,
hey
yeah.
baby, hey baby.
Every time
look,
they go, hey,
baby.
where are you going? What prison? Hey, what are you
Yeah.
here for? You know.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You look like my. She just said you look like my new baby mama.
Yeah, inmates are smooth.
Yeah.
Very
and you'd
smooth.
be shocked how many it works on. I was gonna say one more thing where
Matt's line was, "You look like you're someone's baby's mama." Get it?
the
Single moms.
single mom thing.
Yeah.
So initially, you were gonna come and kind of do the podcast. Like we were gonna try and start a channel.
Correct.
Just for you. And because everybody was saying, Juan's got to
The
start a channel.
information is good.
Yeah.
He's
Like-
so handsome, and
I don't recall that, but it was the financial information, and he should do this and he should do that, and you're willing to do those things.
Yeah.
You want to do those things. So you were going to start your own channel, and because you were moving to Tampa, but at that time you were working for a company here, or kind of, and then that didn't work out. So everybody was like, where I would say, no, I'm in the comment section saying, no, he's going to be here full time, and then all of a sudden, boom, you disappeared. But the disappeared was because the job that you were working in Tampa just kind of petered out.
and I don't know if it's happening. Are you watching news at all, or are you following the news, or what's going on?
What news? Like the economy?
Yeah, like the economy news and the real estate market and everything that is going on.
We got to do a video.
It's listen, I'm just sitting there with like a bucket of popcorn waiting because I know where it's heading.
Well, you can see that it's right now where it was up, and no inventory places are selling for more than they're even asking, and now suddenly it's plateaued, and the inventory is building up and building up and building. That's what I've noticed.
And people are beginning to take properties off the market because they bought them to flip, and now they're not making profit on it, so they'd rather rent them. And it's kind of like what happened before. So a lot of brokers are kind of like reaching out to me, like, listen, you know how this market works. We're new. Can you tell us what's coming? Can you help us out?
And I've had people contacting me. We ought to do a podcast on that. Like, what would you do if you were in, and give different scenarios?
So that has been a pretty cool experience. But I'm going through what you went through, I guess, when you first got out. It's since I'm getting exposed.
Yeah.
The people are beginning to call and or send.
I
know who you are. You are a con man. Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, that's like the first video that I have. I mean, that's everywhere.
Yeah.
It's
So yeah, you haven't uncovered anything. Here's the thing.
That's the beauty of being a public record.
Yeah. I don't
I mean, you can Google me.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is that I have guys that it's like, initially, for the first year or two, I really pushed back on anybody saying, hey, bro, can I talk to you about real estate? And I'm like, no, you can't. Because to me, although I'm not going to give you bad advice, I just felt like I don't want to be in a position where I'm giving anybody any advice, whether they're paying me or not paying me. I don't want to be in a position where I'm even talking to you about real estate, because I feel like I've got a record, and I feel like no matter what, if something goes wrong, you're going to blame it on me. Even if the advice was sound, there's certain things I can't control. And you may not have told me everything, or maybe the economy, takes a turn, and suddenly it's like, you've got 5 houses and you're like, you said this. Okay, well, I didn't know the month that the economy was going to take a dump. So, I pushed away from that. But now when people call me and, bro, can you talk to me? And here's what's going on with me. Now I'm like, look, here's what I can tell you what's going on and what I think's happening. And I can't guarantee it, but here's what I would do in your position. And so now I'll talk to those people. But we should do a whole nother video and give different scenarios and talk about that.
Oh my God, yeah. Well, one of the things, I'm going to leave this out there. One of the things we're going to do is another video talking about our favorite character in YouTube. But I'm gonna show you some things that are going on that video. So I'm leaving a teaser here, so you guys go to that video on the credit world and how people are how the banking system is changing, and it's phenomenal. I mean,
I like when you say something that Connor likes, he smiles.
Yeah,
you can see it, and he's like, nice.
His eyes spark. Listen,
that's good.
I've never seen Connor this happy. I think he's happy that I'm back. I want to say somewhere in there,
he likes you more.
He
than
wishes
he
was
me.
brown.
Oh my God! All right, see, these are the things you say, and then I have to explain some. No, I'm telling you, he's not a racist.
I'm not.
He's a brown person. He can say
that's
that.
Another thing, and maybe I'm gonna open a can of worms. I know this is like a criminal channel. Like, let's all talk about how we were bad boys and stuff. But dude, the world is changing rapidly. And I don't know if I like it.
In what way?
All these new changes in the laws and all these new people are now, this whole gun control argument. And I'm not pro-gun control or against. I'm more about the 13th Amendment that nobody talks about than the Second Amendment. Okay? Because can you ever have a gun?
Me? No.
Never.
No, never.
I can never have a gun.
Right.
Jess can never have a gun.
Right.
So the whole gun control argument, I don't give a shit about because I don't have those constitutional rights, which to me is the big issue. Why does a convict have to forfeit all his constitutional rights for the rest of his life? Because the 13th Amendment says that. And for those of you that don't know the 13th Amendment, go check it out.
I think it says they can. Like, it didn't even say that they have to. It's just that, like, you have that right, but they can limit that right if you were a criminal or other things, But
so
I think that's what it says, but I'm not positive.
Well, you're a slave to the government.
Yeah, but either way, I know that the federal government has determined if you have a felony, you can no longer own a weapon unless you are or if you're in employment for the federal government. So if suddenly there was a draft and they said, look, we're even going to take convicts or we're even going to take felons.
Correct.
And we're going to give you an M16. You can now fight for us. But the moment you got back out of the army,
you're done.
They're like, give us that back.
That's
you
correct.
Scumbag.
Which is crazy. So to me, those arguments are kind of insane. And now Roe versus Wade. Yeah, I said it. Roe versus Wade.
Probably just got demonetized.
It's you probably lost a bunch of people already.
No,
I think you gained a bunch of
the
people.
algorithm will, like, it used to be if you said the word, if you even said COVID, they were like, boop, demonetized. Like,
Really?
Initially for the first 6 or 8 months, like,
Why?
it didn't. You could be just giving information, and the algorithm would see it and just demonetize the video. That happened for a long time. So it's the same thing, I'm sure, with Roe versus Wade.
Well, I'm talking about Roe eggs and Wade, the basketball player.
All right.
Miami Heat.
See, this is what Jess.
So,
and Jess is
if you look at Jess is like, somebody said it.
See, Jess finds corniness. Like, she thinks you and Zach are hilarious.
She thinks this channel should be me and Zach.
To me, that's corny. Because I'm like, they're corny. And she's like, I know. I go, they're dad jokes. And she's like, I know.
I'm sorry?
You have dad sense of humor. You have corny sense of humor. I like a dark sense of humor. And you guys are corny. And she thinks it's hilarious.
I'm a dad.
I
have to have that kind of sense of humor. You're going to see my daughters, by the way. The next video we do here, the next podcast, I'm bringing my kids.
Yeah, you said that last time.
I know, but it's hard to, one is 31, the other one is 22.
And your kids think I'm pretty cool.
My kids think he's fucking pretty cool. And everybody that I show videos, they're like, oh my God, he's so cool and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, well, we don't do that. That's just a camera.
Can't believe he's in his 50s, too. He looks so young.
Well, no, they don't say that.
That's what they say, no?
They say, so Dad, let me see if I understand. When he was 22... his girlfriend was 3 years old. I said, yeah.
All right. It didn't even do the math right, by the way.
Well, 4.
All right.
I'm here for fraud. I remember I did time for fraud, so my numbers are never going to add up correctly.
Okay, so if you like the video, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell so you get notified of videos like this. Leave me a comment in the comment section. I try to respond to as many comments as possible. By the way, I had somebody in the comment section who said, man, Cox's like intro and outro, they're so like it's so fake. Like he sounds like a robot. Like he just rambles
Have
through.
You tried like switching it up a little bit?
No, because I just got this one down. I just got it down. Like once you get it down, I can.
But I'm not. You don't do like, hey, this is like you used to be a little bit more into it.
I mean, I need to
put your heart into it. Say it with your chest, like they say in prison. I never understood that. Say it with your chest.
All right, I'll see you.
Bye.
See ya.